What is going on, my lovely people? Of course, you know it is your girl Net, and we are back with another freaking video. All right, you guys, so this video here is another story time. And this one is about the time that I was introduced to the entire family. I mean, folks from the mama side and the dad side. So let's get into it. All right, you guys, so I met this guy, and let's call him Devon, right? So I met Devon at a kickback that was hosted by a mutual friend, right? All right, you guys, so when I first seen Devon, I did not realize that he was the person that I had seen on a photo that was shown to me by our mutual friend, right? So, at the kickback, everybody's kind of having fun, mingling, listening to music, playing card games, and all that good stuff like that. So every now and then while we were at the kickback, Devin would glance my way and I would probably glance his way, but that was it. Nothing too major, right? So personally, I'm not the type of person that would go and approach or introduce myself to a guy first. I don't know why. That's just something I never did, because I don't feel like the woman is supposed to be the pursuer, the man is. So I didn't say anything. After the kickback, I ran into the mutual friend before I left, and I was like, who is that person right there? He was like, oh, that's Devon. That's the person I showed you on the picture. I was like, oh, wow, really? Okay, cool. Tell Devon I said hi. And I left. So, you guys, the mutual friend passed my phone number over to Devon, and he hit me up that following day, and that's when the communication kind of started. So all of this was during the summer, and I think it was like the month of July, because the 4th was approaching. And so, after Devon and I had communicated for a little bit, he introduced me to his family's barbecue for the 4th of July. I accepted the invite, though I probably shouldn't have, because it was too soon to be introduced to the family, because I'm not the type of person that wants to introduce people to my family unless you have shown and proven yourself to be someone that wants to stay and wants to be with me. So let me tell y'all the amount of work that it took to be all glamified and cute to be introduced to somebody's family. I have natural hair. So in order for me to style my hair the way I wanted it to be styled, I had to straighten comb this mess and flat iron it, and then spritz and pull it all up into the little ponytail that I wanted, right? Child, I was tired. It took this too much work. So, here comes the day, the 4th of July, and I'm all cute. I got my hair done, my makeup and all that stuff. And I get ready and mosey on down yonder to Devon's folks' barbecue. So I get there, and of course, everybody's looking around like, oh, who is this? Who is this? What's her name? Where's she from? Where you meet her at? Da, da, da. Which was absolutely fine, because me, myself, I am a people's person, and I can make conversation and friends with just about anybody. Because I love people. That's just one of those things that's about me. And I've also been in situations where I've had to be able to communicate with people. So being introduced to people that I don't know is not really a strange thing to me, and it doesn't really bother me. But the thing that bothered me after being introduced to everybody was the fact that I felt like a trophy. I felt like a prize that was being waved around, like this was something that Devon won, or something that, Devon is to be praised or receive additional awards for. I felt a little awkward, because I just... So here was where I got a little confused after I had met everybody, because I had met, paternal and maternal family members, and I also was introduced to some childhood friends. So after all of that, a few days later, we still kind of communicated here and there, but it began to be like really, really inconsistent, and kind of whenever it was the most convenient for him. So to add, whenever we were supposed to be able to meet and see each other, like plan to go like on a date or whatever, it was always, it was never like anything direct. it was always, oh, well, I'll see you soon, or we'll plan something soon. And I'm like, what is soon? But I quickly learned that soon was one of those things that never came. So to me, the way that I comprehended the situation was that he was only trying to talk to me enough or give me the bare minimum, enough to keep me from having to say anything to him about it, and enough to kind of keep me around so that whenever he wanted to come back, there was some space for him to try to get back in. There were some things that I allowed to slide in that situation that I wouldn't normally allow, because at that time in my life, I was going through some things that I never really had to deal with before, and I was also very, very vulnerable. But had that not been the situation, your girl would have been on her A game, and a lot of stuff I probably would have recognized right off the freaking bat. But I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then also considering the fact that, okay, well, he introduced me to his family. People don't usually introduce other people to their family, because I know I don't, especially if you're not anyone that has been solid. I just can't introduce people to my family. But at the same time, that could have been something that was very, very strategic, because that is one of those things that some people may do. And then I didn't know if he normally introduced people to his family or not. So I'm like, okay, is this a normal thing? Is this something that you just do? Do you do you just bring people around that you just met? So then it got to a point where Devon would only hit me up maybe 1 or 2 days, or I hadn't heard from him in a few days. Then he'll text back, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, man, get up out of here. Ain't nobody trying to talk to or hear from you right now. So you guys, I eventually stopped responding to phone calls and text messages, because I just felt like I deserved much more than what he was trying to give me, because he was definitely doing less, probably much less than the bare minimum. So after a few months passed by, and us not communicating, I so happened to run into him at a homecoming football game. Of course, he spoke. I spoke. He gave me a hug or whatever. And then he tried to plead his case. And at that point, I really wasn't trying to hear, but I was like, I'll let you talk, but I really don't care. Because you could have did better from the beginning, and then you could have said something to me way before then, because at that point I felt like the only reason you wanted to explain yourself was because you had just saw me. Had you not seen me, you probably would have never thought to apologize or try to plead your case, right? So I'm like, okay, I really don't care. Okay, yeah, I hear you. Okay, yeah. And so then there's we're gonna have to get together and do something soon, and I'm like, yeah, you don't. No, because I know that soon is one of those things that is almost like saying never with him. You know what I mean? Because soon never came. Out of all the times he was saying soon, back when I told you guys I met his family. So here's the other thing that kind of I know that men don't like to be rejected, right? And I think I mentioned that in a previous video. And then men also try to do things as an ego stroke, or to make them look like the man, right? We're at a homecoming game, and you have, sororities and fraternities out, other people who have graduated from this university out there. So the campus is jammed packed. Do you hear me? So, after, he apologized and all that stuff, and we ran back into each other before I left, he started back talking to me, and then he asked me if I could give him a kiss. And I was like, a kiss? I said, baby, that is one of those things that has to be earned, and you have not earned anything. So I dare not give you a kiss in front of all these people to make you look like you the man, and yet I'm being worn around again like a freaking trophy. I think not. Another thing that I wanted to add out of this entire situation was that he definitely made me feel, think, and believe that I was an option, because it was always soon. And I felt like saying soon was one of those things that okay, well, if plans don't fall through over here first, then I guess I'll see what I can do with her, or if I'll go and see her. You know what I mean? And it was always soon. And I'm like, don't y'all let nobody soon y'all to death. Don't let nobody treat you like you are an option, because my dear, you are not. If you are not first, then I need you to find the door, walk out of it, and close it behind you, and keep walking. Don't turn back and come. Don't ever knock on it again. Don't ever ask to step back over the freaking threshold. Do you understand? But I hope that you guys enjoyed the story time, and I know that it is a situation that is relatable to somebody one way or another. So click like, click share, and let's get the information out there. Comment, and also, like I say at the end of every video, if there is any content you would like for me to elaborate on, if you would like to collab and do a video together, let me know. Hit me up on my social media. Comment again down in the comment section. If you got my number, friends, family, hit me up. Just let me know. We can do something. But in the meantime, I will see you good people later.